When you and I spoke earlier, you mentioned that you've built a smart sourcing agent and you're working on a production costing agent. What made those two areas stand out as high value opportunities for your manufacturing clients?
Oh yeah, I mean it like I had mentioned before, it kind of starts with pain points. You know, with so many disruptions hitting supply chains and suppliers and the costing being something and tariffs and
Hmm.
landed costs and when can I get the actual product in my front doorstep or not. Anything we could do to automate and help those procurement teams was
Yeah.
really top of mind already. And what we've done with the smart sourcing agent is really, really cool. And I think it's a good pattern to have, meaning it works with Dynamics 365, but it actually operates and takes its input data from Microsoft Fabric. And I'll tell you the reason why. So first, what does it do? Smart
Yeah.
sourcing agent, it will look at all the information about your supplier. Let's say it's a supplier scorecard. It'll look at a purchase requisition or planned purchase order. And so I need 10 of these to arrive by Tuesday, and I need them in this location. So
Hmm.
then the smart sourcing agent would pick that up and look at this. Okay, who are my approved vendors for that particular product? When would they be able to deliver to that location? What price can I get or landed cost can I get for each of those? And so it's going through its checklist and it understands what those constraints are, right? Which
Yeah.
is generally the time. A lot of times I hear, well, we'd be willing to spend more if we get it on time. So,
Yeah.
you know, the best supplier in a lot of cases is it's low cost, good quality, low risk, and the
And on
ability
time.
to deliver on time. So some of those are objectives, others are constraints. But what's interesting about that, right, is that you can have the agent make that decision and tell you you need to buy from supplier 28 as opposed to supplier 27 because of the time, even though it's going to cost you 5% more.
Yeah.
Um, a human could have done that same thing and it could have taken them 10, 15 minutes, or they could have just relied on, well, you know, last month we bought from supplier 27 and I'll just put that in. What we get through the agent is speed, but also thoroughness. Means
Hmm.
it'll always go back and look and make sure we haven't had a couple of returns from that supplier. We don't have any open NCRs, that they delivered on time for our last
Yeah.
purchase from them, things like that, right? So
That's
it's really
powerful.
impactful because what we want our procurement team to focus on is really finding new suppliers, negotiating better rates,
Mhm.
understanding where might the price be going. Should we pre-purchase a little bit and make a bet that the cost of silicon is going up and then make additional margin over the next 3 months, which would be great. So those kind of questions take time to answer. And
Yeah.
it takes a deep brain, someone with experience in the industry and connections to industry leaders and your suppliers to answer those questions. And those are the kinds of questions that we're not answering enough or fast enough because we're busy filling out purchase requisitions.